Mic check, one, two, three. Guys, if you can hear me on your end, please do kindly type it in the comments. I just want to make sure na naririnig niyo ako before we go ahead and start this live. I'm just waiting for a couple of comments to come in just to make sure that you guys can hear me on your end. All right. All right, thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Ayan, for this episode of Community Connect to start of the year, let's just wait for a couple of people to join in. I know we've invited a lot of people to join us tonight. So we'll wait for a couple of minutes. And while we're waiting also, can you kindly type it in the comments where you're watching from right now? Para naman mabati namin kayo, ganyan. Hintay lang po tayo ng onte. I know you guys are very excited for the very first episode of Community Connect. Hello po, you're watching from QC. And there's another one watching from Switzerland. Grabe naman yon. Ang layo ng abot ng ating first ever episode of Community Connect. Good evening po sa ating lahat. Yan. Intay lang po tayo ng onti pa. We've actually got a few people who said that they will be attending this episode of Community Connect. So, intay lang po tayo to fill in. Ayan, we have Earl watching from UK. Good evening po. Good morning, should I say, for you out there. Ayan, excited na ba kayo sa first episode ng ating Community Connect? Ako rin excited na ako kasi this time around, it's gonna be an AMA. 'Di ba? Ayan, good day po. Hintay pa po tayo. And again, this episode of Community Connect will be all about career shift this 2024. Be a virtual assistant. It's gonna be an Ask Me Anything episode with one of our prestigious guests coming from Virtual Champions PH. So, intay lang po tayo ng mga tao pa na mag-join. Good evening po, Miss Mary Grace. Yan, saglit lang po. Hintay lang po tayo ng iba pa na mag-join. And also, guys, if you have some friends who want to join this episode of Community Connect, please do kindly tell them to join Click Up Virtual Assistants Facebook group. Again, you need to join Click Up Virtual Assistants Facebook group for you to be able to watch this episode of Community Connect. And also po, for you guys to get recent updates with regards to hiring posts or anything that has to do with our job opportunities here in Virtual Champions PH, please do kindly subscribe to our social media channels. Again, that's Virtual Champions in Facebook. We also have Virtual Champions PH in our LinkedIn account. We also have our YouTube channel as well as Instagram. So please, guys, if you really want to go ahead and get the first-hand opportunity or the latest update with regards to our hiring, please do kindly follow us on our social media accounts. Thank you so much. And also, again, let me just remind you, sa mga nanonood po, if you have other friends who's interested for a career shift this 2024, starting off with being a virtual assistant, they can watch this episode of Community Connect via Click Up Virtual Assistants Facebook group. Again, that's Click Up Virtual Assistants Facebook group. Hello po, and good evening po. Ang dami na nagjo-join. Amazing! For our very first episode of Community Connect. We're all very excited for this. I hope you are too. Ayan. Okay, guys. So, it's 7:03. We can now go ahead and start this episode of Community Connect. Again, this episode of Community Connect will be all about career shift this 2024. It's going to be about being a virtual assistant and an Ask Me Anything episode with, hulaan niyo kung sino yung guest namin. 'Di ba? Ako din excited na ako kung sino yung guest natin for tonight. And I'm sure nakita niyo na sa publicity materials namin kung sino man yung guest natin for tonight. So, before we go ahead and start, let me just run through some of our house rules. So, guys, first that would be kind. So, kindly treat others with respect and kindness. So please, no mean spirited comments and or rudeness allowed in the comment section. And also, guys, to keep this ask me anything in line, kindly stick to the theme. So sa mga comment section nyo po, willing po kaming mag-answer ng any questions, but please do kindly stick dun sa available theme natin, which is Career Shift this 2024 and also starting off with being a virtual assistant. And lastly, guys, it's to keep it real. So guys, no need to worry if you have any questions, no matter gaano kaliit yung tanong, we would be very much happy to answer your questions with regards to this episode of Community Connect. And also, guys, let me just remind you to stay tuned until the end of this episode of Community Connect for a chance to win an hour raffle. So we will be posting a QR code for you to have a chance to join in the raffle at the end of this episode of Community Connect. So please do kindly stay tuned. Ayan guys, 'di ba? Let's go ahead and start this episode of Community Connect. So, our speaker for tonight, yan. Our speaker for tonight is an entrepreneur. She's an operations manager as well as a seasoned virtual assistant. She is a ClickUp vetted consultant since 2021. Currently a proud mother of four, a musician, a gamer, and currently a volleyball captain. So, guys, juggling business brilliance, motherhood mastery, and virtual ventures with finesse. She actually is the ultimate trifecta of entrepreneur extraordinaire. Let me present you our founder, Miss Eloisa Cerate. Ayan, so guys, yan, di ba? Hi,
Woo!
ate! Good evening, Miss
Hello.
Eloisa.
Magandang gabi. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you fine.
Yes. Magandang gabi po. Woohoo!
I love the
Welcome.
earrings. Kamusta naman ang araw mo, Miss Eloy?
I'm doing great. Actually, itong AMA ay very timely kasi we're also celebrating yung third year anniversary ng Virtual Champion. So this is double celebration. Our first AMA in Community Connect and also anniversary ng Virtual Champions.
Congrats,
Yun!
Miss Eloy. Congrats for reaching a third year milestone of having Virtual Champions PH. Amazing. So, let me just ask you this. Why an AMA in as the first episode of this Community Connect?
Okay, so yes, ang usual kasi natin na Community Connect is on certain topics and we kind of control kung ano yung i-discuss. And this was actually brought about by yung blog na pinost sa LinkedIn about virtual assistants and you doing a career shift if you want to escape the, being a corporate slave and you want to work from home. Nag-spark siya na interest and I ended up getting flooded with DMs sa LinkedIn. So I thought, okay, medyo napukaw natin yung interest ng mga tao, and they have a lot of questions on how to go about yung career shift niya. So I thought, okay, this time, gawin naman nating AMA where they can ask all of their questions para naman they have the freedom kung ano yung i-discuss natin. So we're giving back the control to the audience so we can actually listen kung ano may yung mga hinaing nila. And also, I really want to pay it forward because I want to help people na makapag-transition to work from home. Kasi I was afforded the opportunity to do that at a very early time. So I also want to pay it forward to other people para naman makapag-transition sila. Maybe they're starting a family, diba? Just like when I was starting, maybe they're raising their kids and they don't want to leave them behind. So that's the opportunity that I want to provide and help others as well. That's the reason. Pay it forward. That's the theme.
Paano yan? Nakaganon pa. Nakapisign
Yes.
with pay it
Ay,
forward. So, guys, with this episode of Community Connect, let me just remind you that we will be having 3 segments. So, it's gonna be about virtual assistant diaries, about hot topics, as well as emerging trends. So, guys, if you have questions regarding this topic, for example, pang hot topics siya, kindly prepare it. So, once we go ahead, once we reach that specific segment, ready na kayo for your questions, and we can definitely answer your questions um, here on the other end of the line, diba? So, without further ado, let's start the first segment of this episode of Community Connect. So, when it comes to VA diaries, it's gonna be VA stories. So, guys, feel free to ask Miss Eloy any tips and experience related to virtual assistants. So, ako, mauna na ako ha. Ate Eloy, let me just ask you, how did you start as a VA and what actually inspired you to start virtual assistants?
Okay, this is a very important question kasi ito yung usually tinatanong sa akin, paano po magsimula as a virtual assistant? So I just want to share kung ano yung experience ko. It may or may not be the same for everyone. And again, this is just my experience. So you can maybe learn from how I did it. When I started, ang very first work from home na trabaho na inapplyan ko is online teaching. I think I can say the website no or the company. I started with Rare Job. I think marami namang company, it's similar ang business model sa Rare Job. So rarejob.com. Matagal na siyang sinasabi sa akin ng kaibigan ko, si Pamela Chan, sabi niya she has a friend who's earning 14K daw at home teaching English. So I thought it was an easy job for me kasi nanggaling ako, produkto po ako ng call center. Yan, mga taga-Convergys, e-telecare. So ang ganda nung skills, soft skills training in terms of accent and language. So speaking and teaching English was very easy for me. So I started with the online English teaching. And in comparison sa sa sahod, after 1 month of teaching from 6 p.m. to 12 midnight to Japanese students, I earned 10,000. 10,000 for 1 month. Now, how does that fare with my salary doon sa call center? Sa call center, siguro ang starting ko ay 14K. Pero I have to pay rent. Magta-taxi ako pag late na ako. Magja-Jolly Jeep ako. Minsan, pag medyo nag-splurge ako, magja-Jollibee ako, magpa-fast food. Bibili pa ako ng corporate attire. So, wala talagang natitira. Yung 10K ko from online teaching, siguro ang gastos ko lang nun is bayad sa internet na 1K. So, ibig sabihin, ang laki nung neto ko doon sa pagtuturo ng English. So, it's still more superior doon sa corporate job ko. Kaya talagang nag-enjoy ako and then doon na nag-start. So, ang tip ko sa inyo is start with your strength. Kung ano yung acquired skill nyo na, find a job that quite similar para hindi siya mahirap gawin. Especially if you're juggling between your corporate job or your office job and hindi mo pa kayang i-let go, then you choose a job, an online job na madali lang gawin at hindi ganon katindi yung effort. Until such a time na kaya nyo nang mag-quit. So the second question was what inspired me to start an online career? Back then kasi I was starting a family and back then isa pa lang yung si Enzo pa lang yung eldest ko But I really want to be a full-time mom. Pero ang siste kasi, hindi po ako domesticated. Hindi ako, although I love my kids, pero hindi ko po strength ang maglaba, maghugas ng pinggan. Hindi ko siya na-enjoy. I have nothing against with, full-time mom. It's really a hard and the most difficult
Hard
job
same.
out there. Yes. So, saludo ako sa mga full-time mom na talagang yun yung kanilang pinagbuhusan ng dugot, pawis, and buhay and time. Yung life is dedicated to raising their kids. Sa akin kasi parang I felt empty. I was longing for something fulfilling. And parang hindi kasi, parang feeling ko nanliliit ako pag I have to ask for something from my husband kahit na simpleng, kahit I deserve it naman, pero parang mas okay pa rin for me na I'm earning my own, 'di ba? I'm supporting my family financially as well. I'm supporting my husband and I'm not fully dependent sa sa asawa ko. Although my husband is really great, pero I could only imagine yung, yung partners nila, they are at the mercy of their husband, ganon na they don't have the means to support themselves kahit magpa-pedicure lang o pagmamani o bumili lang ng bagong set ng panty, nanghihinayang yung mga mommies usually, di ba? So I want also to give that opportunities to mothers out there na may pinag-aralan naman, gumraduate, pero ayaw nila man kasi nilang iwanan yung mga kids nila and live out on those, yung mga memories or yung milestones sa buhay ng mga anak nila, or go abroad just to earn the same money, because I was able to earn the same amount without leaving the country. So I want to share that opportunity that I was afforded, because it's a beautiful feeling and a beautiful opportunity na I get to be with my family, diba? While fulfilling my own dreams. Yan.
Very true, no?
Yes, muntik na ako
Inside the
maiyak.
having the means of a comfortable lifestyle in the four corners of your office, tapos biglang papasok lang yung mga anak mo para mag-hug, mommy. 'Di ba? Ang
Ayan, may
lapit.
mga lumalabas na mga questions.
Ayan. Ate, what's your most memorable achievement daw working as a VA?
Naku, ang dami. Pero siguro ang notable talaga na experience is, just to give you a bit of context, no? There was a time na kahit valid ID wala ako. Hindi ako makapagbukas ng bank account kasi wala akong valid ID. Nagka-valid ID lang ako nung nagbayad ako ng postal na 500 pesos. And 500 pesos for me then was a big amount. So I had to go that extent para lang magka-valid ID ako. Pero nung nag-VA ako, I was able to travel international, not once but twice. So pinadala ako ng client ko to Australia. And that was even my very
Wow.
first plane ride. Kahit domestic wala. Kasi hindi ko naman afford. So that was a unforgettable experience. So naranasan ko yung hihinga ka tapos may chill, may fog. May fog. Kasi pangarap ko yun eh. So naranasan ko yun and I was very happy. I think that's one. Another thing is I was given like a 6-digit bonus. Same boss actually, which is a
Wow.
profit share based dun sa annual revenue namin. Tapos pinagpagawa ko siya ng nag-run night na countertops sa bahay namin. Yan yung mga talagang hindi ko malilimutan. I was so grateful talagang. Kaya pala, imagine sa corporate, bago ka mapadala sa ibang bansa, siguro dugot, pawis ang bubunuin mo bago ka mabigyan ng ganong benefits. So, I was really, really grateful na nakatagpo talaga ako ng sobrang bait na boss.
Na kliyente.
So yun, yes. Oo. Ayan. Sana
Yan,
maraming
thank you, ate.
travel goes
Nakaka-inspire
through
naman.
virtual assistants, di ba?
True. Napaka-inspiring ng kwento mo, ate. I mean, kung first time ko maririnig yun, feeling ko ngayon pa lang maghahanap na ako saan ako pwede mag-apply. Biruin mo yun,
Mm.
yung wala kang domestic travel, tapos yung travel mo agad,
Oo.
Australia agad. Australia.
Australia.
Basic.
Tapos nakakain ako ng kangaroo. nakakain ako ng kangaroo steak.
Kangaroo
Hindi lang ako
experience.
nakakita. Ganon. Tsaka koala bear. Nakahawak ako ng koala bear. Ayun
Koala
lang.
bear.
Masaya.
Gaano katagal ka ate naging kliyente dun sa, gaano katagal ka nagtrabaho dun sa client na yun?
Siguro 2 years. Actually, that was very early nung finlay-in nila ako, parang 6 months pa lang. You wouldn't believe na they
Sheesh.
would be willing to
Oo.
mag-expend ng ganong resources for me. Kaya I was very grateful.
Oh.
Actually, willing akong magtagal dun sa company na yun na kasi feeling ko parang sobrang laki ng utang na loob ko pero I had to leave because you know, to grow, to grow. And it was actually that my boss na she flew me in to attend her masterclass, which is the masterclass is women in leadership. And hanggang ngayon, I was always telling her na, I was emailing her na, I want to thank you kasi now I have my own company. And lahat ng natutunan ko dun sa masterclass na yun, na-apply ko. So that's why I really believe in the power of coaching and yeah, the leadership development. So, yun. So, kaya very thankful. Up to now talagang lagi ko sinasabi sa kanya when I email her.
Ayun, ate may nag-comment, "Sana lahat po ay may courage para po lumabas sa comfort zone, nakaka-inspire." How do you find this statement coming from, 'di ba, siyempre nasa university ka dati, tapos biglang ang unang naging
Yes.
trabaho mo after ano, how did you get out of your comfort
Totoo.
zone?
There was a point na hindi sa para lang din sa kaalaman na hindi po ako naka-graduate. Hindi ako naka-graduate ng degree ko. So, siyempre medyo frustration 'yon sa akin na I wouldn't think na darating ako sa point na ganito. Pero really, if 'pag naniwala ka talaga sa sarili mo and you work on yourself, um, makaka-meet ka ng mga tao who will believe in you. So I'm really grateful for naiyak ako, Char. I'm really grateful for those people na who believed in me when I was still starting. Kasi it's not always the case na may maniniwala sa'yo kahit na lagi ngayon, lagi nanghihingi ng experience. Diba? Paano ka magkaka-experience
Mm.
kung wala magbibigay ng opportunity sa'yo? So I'm really grateful dun sa mga tao na naniwala sa akin when I was still really a beginner. So, ang sa akin, when you get that chance, really make
Grabe.
sure that you give your best no matter what. Ang tip ko lang din sa inyo, I think what really worked for me is I stuck to one client. Hindi ako nag-moonlighting, hindi ako nag-interest agad na, uy, gusto ko agad maka 6 digits, mag-aapat na client ako. Wala akong pakialam, hindi ako matutulog. Kaya ko yan, strong ako, hindi. So I really worked on my skills. Nag-focus ako sa isang client hanggang sa maging magaling ako. Magaling ako, natuto ako through experience kasi I learn by experience. I learn by doing. So, because I know my strengths, nag-focus ako doon and then I capitalized on it and I improved on whatever skills I am naturally inclined to. Kasi ang degree ko or ang in college I took industrial engineering. So,
Mhm.
yun talaga yung interest ko, process improvement, process design, yan,
Management.
optimization, and sobrang nagamit ko siya ngayon na business consultant na ako. So, kahit hindi man lang ako nakakuha ng diploma, na-apply ko yung inaral ko nung college ako. So, I think full circle na siya in a way. And I'm very happy with that. So, ang ano ko lang sa inyo, really have faith. Hindi po ako religious na tao, pero have faith in yourself and have faith in the power of the universe. Kasi sabi nga nila, everything will align. The universe will conspire if you just set your mind to whatever goals you have. Yung universe na mismo ang tutulong sa'yo. Yun. So just have faith and yung courage talaga and just believe in the power of the universe.
Yun.
Ayun.
Ate Ally, we actually have another question here coming from Miss Ying. The question is, how would you know po if it's time to stop and grow? Lalim, Miss Universe. Oh,
Oo. Pero
how
nagkaroon din
would
ako
you
ng
know?
crossroads na ganito kasi nga the same boss actually. Kasi it was a leadership coaching business. And it's like a typical, mom and pop business in a way.
Mhm.
And I was hoping to um, get promoted to a leadership role. Eh, hindi naman pwede kasi it's not like I need to hire like multiple people when the best is the constraint is yung capacity ng leadership coach, di ba? Kung ano lang yung time block niya, yun lang yung pwede niyang i-accept na coaching clients. So, there was a point in my life na parang nagplato na ako and
Mhm.
I was it was routine. It was routine, parang hindi na ako na-challenge. And then parang feeling ko yun na yung parang yun nga, I've reached the top in a way. And there's no way but yun lang. Hanggang doon na lang. So I made the difficult decision and actually it was my husband. I was crying. I was crying nung, yun nga, nagdesisyon ako na mag-quit kasi masakit sa loob ko. My boss was really great. I was willing to stay. Pero it came to a point na nagplato na talaga yung career ko and there was no growth anymore. Pero I made that decision. Pero it turned out to be, still a good decision from my end. Yun lang. Minsan, you would feel na parang hindi ka na na-challenge, nabobore ka na, or routine na yung ginagawa mo, kaya mo nang gawin kahit nakapikit ka. When you get to a point na hindi ka na na-challenge, and there's no friction anymore, sobrang smooth na, and then, doon mo na masasabi na parang, okay, parang ano na to I need to, yung status ko, you need to question na the status ko. Medyo i-shake na. Oh, that's the tipping point that you have to make the decision.
The limit.
Mm-mm.
Ayun. Ate, we actually have one question pa from Maria Elena. Paano nyo po nahanap yung niche nyo?
Okay. Ang niche ko, it's really self-discovery and being very self-aware. Yung level of self-awareness na, okay, this is something that I like. Before, ang gusto ko dati, parang malaki yata yung pera sa SEO, ganyan. Gusto ko matuto ng ganyan. Naging SEO writer ako. But then ang ginagawa ko dun sa SEO writing, siguro hindi yun yung SEO na hinahanap ko, baka technical SEO yung dapat. Pero I became an SEO writer, yung nagsusulat ng mga metadata description. Ang nangyayari sa akin, kinakram ko siya during the weekend just to fulfill 400 snippets ba? Snippets or metadata description in 1 week. So pag ganun, if it's something na parang you're taking for granted or hindi ka excited dun sa ginagawa mo, pinaprolong mo ka because, just for the sake of you need to earn, kakram mo na lang siya just for the sake na may ma-deliver ka. Then, I thought to myself, okay, baka hindi ito yung linya ko. And it's really just really reflecting kung ano yung natural strength mo, inclination mo, affinity mo, saan ka nag-i-enjoy. Then, baka yun yung, mas okay kasi na work doesn't feel like work. For example, pag nag-automation ako, kahit wala akong tulog 2:00 sa madaling araw, tatapusin ko yan kasi gusto kong matapos yung automation. Kasi I want to figure it out. Kasi problem solver ako eh. So, yun yung mga bagay na nai-enjoy ko. Kahit hindi ko namamalayan yung oras. So, that could be your sign na, okay, I want to do this. I want to dive into a career na doesn't feel like work because I enjoy it so much.
We have another question. Ate, sobrang para sa akin, gusto ko tong question na to. Kasi, para sa mga bata na, mo yun, gusto palang mag-start talaga as VA, ano po ang mapapayo nyo po sa aming mga kabataan na natatakot
Wow.
mag-stepping up kasi baka mauwi po sa wala?
Ay, sino nag-broken sa'yo? Sino nag-broken sa'yo? Parang broken ka na. Bata ka pa, broken ka na.
Who hurt you?
Who hurt you? Ano, i-unpack natin yung trauma mo. Kasi, parang ano talaga yan eh. It's really courage eh. Kung parang it's defeating the purpose. Gusto mo mag-step up pero natatakot ka sa you're just gonna get stuck where you are. Kasi, imbes na ma-overcome ka ng courage and motivation and, fulfilling your dreams and getting inspired, mas nangingibabaw yung takot. So I think what you need to do is find inspiration. Find inspiration and surround yourself with people that really inspire you. Be in a community na being courageous is a normal behavior. Being with people na yung talagang ng status ko. Yung mga disruptor. Yon. Make sure that you surround yourself with people who inspire you. Find a mentor. Yan. Find a community para mas ma-motivate ka. I think kulang ka pa sa inspiration kasi your dreams are not big enough and that's your desire to achieve your dreams is not strong enough na nagpapa gupo ka doon sa fear and worry na, ay baka
Mm.
hindi mag-work.
Limiting
Yun.
belief.
Oo, limiting
Baka
belief.
hindi ko kaya.
Mm.
Yan. Ate, I think, kasi yung mga sumunod na question, feeling ko, dapat nandun to sa pangalawang segment natin. So, ako na yung
Oo.
mag-a-adjust. I-move na natin sa pangalawang segment, di ba? So, guys, actually, as I said earlier, may tatlo tayong segment. So, the second segment that we have right now is the hot topics. So, any provocative questions or aspects or any controversial, you think controversial questions na normally hindi nyo natatanong sa mga guests or sa
Mm.
mga previous host na nag-open ng virtual assistant services, maybe, eto na yun, andito na si Miss Eloy. She can answer
Yes.
all of that for you. And let's start this with a question coming from Earl Pia. Para din ata sa akin to. How do you stay motivated while doing remote work? Especially ang daming distraction sa bahay, beds, kids, bisita, etc.
Unang-una, siguro ipin mo yung bills mo dito sa tabi ng laptop. Para
What
wala kang
motivates
choice
you?
eh. Hindi ka anak ng prinsipe. Unang-una, it's a need. It's not optional. Kailangan mo magtrabaho. Andiyan na yan si Judith kumakatok. Di ba? Yun yung una. Pangalawa, you have to set yourself for success in a way. Ako, I have a
Mm-mm.
dedicated place. May office ako. Doon ako nagtatrabaho. And I involve my family, yung household. O may schedule ako ng ganito, may call ako ng ganito.
Mm-mm.
Alam nila. So I set the boundaries. Kasi nung una, ang hirap ipaintindi na, uy, nasa bahay ako pero nagtatrabaho ako ha. It's not like
Yes.
I'm available all the time. So you have to set boundaries at home. You have to involve them. Wag mo silang basta na lang pagalitan just because maingay sila if they don't know. So, dapat
Mm-hmm.
yung communication kasi you really have to involve them doon sa trabaho mo kasi it's hard to draw the line kung hindi nila alam. Pangalawa, how do I stay productive? One of the things that I do is merong isang day a week, every Monday, na I step out of the same environment para ma-break yung monotony. So I go out, pupunta ako ng Balanga kahit na 1 hour away yon, medyo malayo kami sa Biasnan. Pero that's to break yung routine. Para it doesn't feel
Mm-mm.
like routine. So nagtatrabaho ako outside, sa coffee shop. Yun,
Maiba ng
that's
environment.
mandatory. Hindi siya optional. Another thing is when I'm feeling tired at alam ko na nagdi-dip na yung energy ko, one of the things that I really want to be committed to is yung exercise and
Mm.
eating well. Eating well. Exercise really helps lalo na nga medyo malapit na akong mag mag-40. So very intentional na ako talaga sa wellness and fitness
Mm.
and health. Another thing, and just to be a bit cheesy din, pero kasi kung ako before na nagtatrabaho ako na sinusuong ko ang traffic ng EDSA at Ayala for 2 hours. Ngayon, 2 minutes, 1 minute, isang click ng button, nasa trabaho na ako, nasa office na ako. I'm very grateful for where I am right now. If you're coming from a place of gratitude and you're very grateful kung ano man yung
Mm.
meron ka, that just the fact that you're here, hindi mo na kailangan ng motivation. Kasi
Agree.
very happy ako na ganito yung trabaho ko. Hindi ko na kailangan sabihin, uy, magtrabaho ka. Yung iba nga, my God, kung na-realize nyo yung iba talaga na makikipagsiksikan sa MRT,
Mm. Commute
pumapasok sa
hassle.
office ng walang almusal.
Almusal.
'Di ba? Ito, abot kamay mo yung refrigerator. Sobrang privilege.
Accessible.
It's a privilege. Working from home is a privilege, guys. So I hope you realize that. Na you are so privileged na you're doing a you're doing a disgrace dun sa mga tao na nagpapakahirap magtrabaho on site. And then ikaw, you have may ano ka pa? May ano ka pa? Ano? May ano ka pang magreklamo? May chance ka pa na hindi mag-ayos ng trabaho mo when sobrang comfortable na for you, di ba? So yun, coming from a place of gratitude, I think really helps.
100%
Ayan.
agree. Diba? Biyahe pa lang sa Pansol to Alabang, ramdam mo
Uy,
na 6
nagbiyahe
hours
ako niyan
yung
before, nung galing LB pa ako, biyahe from LB to Ayala, everyday yan. Uwian.
Ang layo, ate. My
Yes.
God.
Marami na nga akong mga story sa bus, eh, kasi nakakangalaw wala na akong pake, nakasanganga ako sa bus. Kasi antok
Maipahinga mo lang
ako.
yung sarili mo,
May
'no?
pahinga ko
Kasi
lang yun yung
exhausting
pahinga ko.
talaga.
Yes, tas graveyard pa ako. So, yun. Coming from a place of gratitude talaga, sobrang grateful ako ngayon.
We should be thankful, more than thankful.
Okay, controversial question, ano pa?
Eto ate, what are the challenges you encountered as a freelancer?
Challenges, ano ba yung pinaka-notable na challenges? Let's see, ha. Sana maalala ko. Siguro, ang biggest siguro ano na lang, mga natutunan ko talaga sa freelancing is importante na you look after yourself in a way na hindi to katulad ng company na the company will back you up. Kasi you are your own company in a way. Freelancer tayo actually. You can register yourself as a business owner. Business owner ka, hindi ka empleyado. So meaning, ikaw ang magbi-build ng integrity mo, ng portfolio mo, ng sarili mo, ng reputation mo. Hindi ka cargo ng reputation ng company na pinagtatrabahuan mo. Kung corporate, kung empleyado ka, di ba? Ito, ikaw, sarili mo to.
Mhm.
Ikaw magbi-build ng reputation mo, ng portfolio mo. So, discipline is very important. Another thing natutunan ko is you have to really be, hindi lang magaling sa English, sa accent, sa grammar, magaling ka sa communication. What does
Yes.
that mean? Based on my experience, especially pag foreign ang client mo, their culture is quite different with us. They're very direct. Pwede ka nilang pagalitan when you did something
Mhm.
wrong. Pero kasi minsan tayo may nature tayong, not siguro lang always Filipinos, pero human nature na we hate confrontation. Ayaw
Mhm.
natin na mag-usap ng about something difficult, a difficult topic.
Mhm.
Kaya nga may ghosting, di ba? Kaya nga may Gerald Anderson kasi we'd rather save face and save the relationship ko, no? And just walk away without any conversation, 'di ba?
Yes.
Well, in fact, minsan those issues kasi especially with the virtual environment, ang daming mga uh, may communication gap talaga. So you really have to be very vocal when there are issues or concerns na kailangan mo i-communicate sa boss mo. Kasi hindi kayo magkasama sa office. So critical communication is very important. Handling difficult conversation is a skill that you have to master.
Mhm.
Yun.
Living proof ako, tinuro mo yan
Ayun.
sa akin. Learn to
Yes.
communicate with your boss. Pwede
Oo,
namang
ngayon
humindi.
marunong ka na, 'di ba? Puwede kang humindi kasi yes culture
Pwedeng
tayo.
humindi.
Parang, "Ay boss ko
Oo.
'to, bawal akong mag-no kasi boss ko
Very
'to, eh."
Filipino mentality. Basta kaya
Yes,
pa ng
oo.
katawan mo, expect mo, sige G lang eh. Pero kapag nagbe-VA ka na, it's about time to sleep.
Mm.
I need rest. May mga
Yes,
ganun ka
you
na.
have to take care of yourself.
Yes.
Ayan.
Ayun. Ate, another question from Ying. How to set competitive rates as a freelancer in the Philippines? Ikaw, how did you set your competitive rates as a freelancer coming from the
Naku,
Philippines?
importanteng skills 'to kasi, typical lalo na, mga babae kailangan na-tick mo lahat ng box bago ka mag-apply sa job post. 'Pag medyo sinabing kailangan marunong dito, "Ay hindi na ako mag-a-apply." Parang, "Ay baka hindi naman ako
Mm.
matanggap diyan." Gano'n. So isa sa mga natutunan ko when it comes to rates and nag-start meron akong trabaho nagpasa na ang bayad sa'kin ay $7. $7. Hindi masama,
Back
$7.
then,
Pero
ang laki na nun.
1 hour ng magta-transcribe ka ng 1 hour audio file.
Nor pass.
Imagine mo yung 10 minutes ng audio, 1 oras ko yun. Kung magaling ka pa, imagine so ano yun, 6 hours na trabaho for $7.
$7.
Roughly 50. 50 per hour ka be. Para
Tapos
kang
magkano
ano,
pa lang yung dollar
computer
rate
shop.
nun before?
Noon yun,
Hindi pa
nag-start
50
ako pero
pesos.
that was for the purpose of getting a 5-star rating sa Upwork. Pinatos ko yun when I was starting. So, isa sa mga trick na natutunan ko sa competitive rates is, especially kaya ako naging ClickUp consultant, is the perception of quality. For example, ako, I'd rather pay more. assuming na I will get the best quality. Kumbaga, kunwari, sapatos, bibili
Mm.
ka ng 5,000 pero magtatagal naman yan ng 5 years. Kumpara sa binili mo ng tigwa 100 pero 2 araw lang sira na. So, perception of quality. I was able to raise my rate to 20 per hour. And for me, parang, huy, grabe ka, ba't mo ginawa
Bigla.
yun? Walang ano sa'yo. Walang kukuha sa'yo. $20. Nagsa Fiverr ako nun eh. Sa Fiverr kasi lagi ang kalakaran doon mag-start ka
Mm.
sa $5. Ang ginawa kong 20. Kasi kaya ko naman eh. Ito ay ang catch doon ay kaya mong i-deliver. Kaya mo yung
Yes.
trabaho. Pero minsan kasi may imposter syndrome tayo, no? Uy, baka walang kumuha sa akin yan kasi maraming magaling dyan or maraming ano. May imposter syndrome tayo. Imbes na tayo yung mag-cheer talaga sa sarili natin mismo. Tayo pa yung nagda-down sa sarili natin. So, nilagay ko 20. Kumbaga, try ko lang. Nag-experiment lang. Hindi dahil sa mayabang ako na, kaya ko to. Sabi ko, experiment ko nga, try ko 20. Pero sa akin, for me, parang, nanglilit ako sa sarili ko, grabe, parang ang yabang ko naman 20. Eh, ang bayad sa akin nun parang $8 yung rate ko before. Parang mataas na yun, makaka 80K ka na doon. Tinry ko lang. Tapos ang nangyari, ang daming nag-book sa akin. Oh, kung hindi ako nag-step out ng
Jump,
comfort
yeah.
zone ko, I wouldn't know na posible pala. Kasi mas gusto nila yung, 20 to, magaling to. Hindi naman to magsisit ng 20 kung di to magaling. May gano'n din kasing perception yung
Mhm.
mga customer, yung mga
Totoo.
buyers. So you have to take advantage of that. But again, the catch is, kaya mo yung trabaho. Magaling ka doon, kaya mong i-deliver. Yun. So wag kayong mahiya na magtaas ng rate. And go out of the norms. Yan.
Ayan, ate, di na po ako mahihiya. Magpapataas na po ako ng rate. Salamat po. Baka po
So you're
kaya.
na-convinced.
Marketing team
Yes.
po. Okay po. Salamat
Yes,
po.
tama.
Ayan. Ate, one
Ayan.
interesting question here. Actually, sa akin, tanong ko din to sa'yo dati. Tanda-tanda ko, tinanong ko to
Grabe.
sa'yo dati.
Natatawa ko kasi yung 1 to 2 hours of meeting daw, 2 to 3 days niya bago matranscribe.
Manual pa yun eh.
Oo, wala pang AI nun. My God.
Ate, ito yung
Ayan. Ano
question
ba?
coming from
Mhm.
Jasper Pia. What is the role and importance of certifications and degrees in freelancing for you?
Ayan.
Sa
Well,
POV
sinabi
mo?
ko naman, di ba? Hindi po ako graduate. So, it's not the end all be all. Pero kasi, tandaan nyo, we're living ito yung era ng information revolution. Wala ka ng
Yes.
excuse. Wala ka ng excuse na hindi mo alam. Wala
Kayang
ka ng
i-search
excuse
lahat.
na wala kang pera. Kaya mong magkaroon ng MBA, manood ka lang ng YouTube. Kung talagang committed ka lang matuto, lahat available. Dati,
Free. Ang
library,
dami free courses.
hindi pa ako marunong gumamit ng card catalog. Ngayon, unlimited ang resources, ang references, libre ang matuto. Nasa sayo na lang talaga. So, wala ka ng excuse. But please kaya dapat yung personal development mo, professional development mo, you have to be accountable. That has to be your commitment to yourself. Gone are the days na, mag-iintay ka na ipadala ka sa training nung company,
Mm-mm.
tapos may training band ka, mag-iintay ka, at ano ka nun, magaling ka nun, sobrang galing mo pag inano ka, finand ka
Yes.
ng company na mag-aral or mag-training, punta ka dito sa ibang bansa para mag-aral. Ngayon hindi mo na kailangan. Sobrang daming opportunities to learn. Nasa sayo na talaga. It doesn't have to be, actually sa totoo lang, it doesn't have to be like yung mga normal convention of learning. I am nothing against
Mm-mm.
those institutions. Pero ako kasi, para sa akin, yung what worked for me is learning through experience. Aaralin ko yung concept, yung theory, online, maghanap ka lang ng reliable na resources and then i-apply mo.
Yes.
Mas natututo ako doon. So really also understand what
Hands-on.
type of learner, kung anong type of learner ka. What works for you, and then learn, apply, reflect, and then improve
Practice.
yourself and acquire that skills. Practice it.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Ayan.
Parang, ayun. Ate, I think yung mga sunod na questions natin, good siya for the last topic that we have.
Okay, wala nang ano, okay. Buti hindi naman ako na ano na medyo na hot seat ng masyado no sa mga controversial questions. I think one of the things din na um, siguro isa sa mga hot topics about freelancing is kung stable ba siya, kung legitimate ba siya na trabaho, parang ay
Mhm.
wala naman ano, parang ano lang yan, siguro nang-i-scam lang yan online, mga ganun. Parang kasi hin yung conventional na trabaho is yung pumapasok sa office, yung empleyado ka na may SSS ka, may benefits ka. So parang minsan we look down on people na working online na parang hindi siya legitimate na trabaho. Legit po siya, especially now na nakita nyo naman na during the pandemic, it's really a wake-up call na this is happening. Totoo na kaya ang work from
Yes,
home.
it is.
'Di ba? So, legit siya na trabaho and actually,
We are the living proof.
minsan mas productive pa nga, eh, 'pag nasa bahay ka kasi yung pagod mo nga sa biyahe, 'di ba? Mas productive ka, mas hindi ka pagod, mas marami kang nagagawa kasi sa comfort ka of your own home, hindi ka na kailangan mag-sacrifice ng time to travel and waste, energy and resources pa to go to the office. Okay, so next topic na tayo 'no?
Yes, ate.
Emerging
Lipat
trends.
na
We have
tayo sa
15 minutes
emerging
left.
trends. Very
Ayun.
interested nga ako sa topic na to eh. Kasi 'di ba, alam nating ever-growing ang digital ano ngayon, world.
Mm,
Ang daming opportunities that we could go to. And
mm.
this opportunity, kagaya nung ginagawa ng karamihan, we have one question from Miss Jana Lee. Question lang po, if it is ethical for freelancers to outsource their work to other freelancers. Medyo trend na to ngayon eh. Kukunin ko for $20, ipapasa ko ng $3 sa susunod. Para sa akin yung 17.
Oo, yes.
What?
So, parang nagiging middleman 'no?
Yes.
Ito namang business model na 'to is hindi naman na 'to bago. Actually, ganito din naman yung idea 'pag empleyado ka, 'di ba? Pero iba lang yung,
Mhm.
avenue. Ang sa akin, ako, personally, never ko 'to ginawa. Never ko 'tong ginawa kasi siguro wala pa ako dun sa point na talagang medyo business-minded na ako. Minsan kasi 'pag business-minded ka, 'di ba? Ang sa akin una, I think very important na upfront, honest ka dun sa client mo kung ano yung business model. Whether you have a team or ikaw yung gagawa. Especially now na may GDPR law, di ba? So kung ang client mo ay Australian, UK, actually US din naman very ano na din sa secure data, cyber security. So make sure na hindi mo
Yes.
i-compromise yung data ng kliyente mo, 'di ba? That's very important. And meron kayong agreement, na
Mhm. Contract.
ganoon yung setup. Alam ko naman na maganda naman yung intention natin. We want to provide jobs to other people na wala
Yes.
pang skills or opportunities. Pero make sure lang na meron ka ding responsibility do'n sa client mo. And ito napakaimportante sa akin kasi sa ating mga Pinoy, and I hear it from clients na they're raving about Filipino
VAs.
freelancers. Yes, kasi una, well-educated, ang ganda ng communication skills. So, please make sure na you don't taint or stain the reputation of the Filipino workforce just because ah, may gusto mong kumita ng mas malaki. So make sure na may inaalagaan din tayong reputation as a nation na para mas marami pang magtiwala na kliyente sa mga Pinoy. Make sure na you deliver quality work and you take care of your clients. Hindi naman
Yes.
po masama as long as ilagay sa tamang paraan. Magawa ka ng
Definitely.
madali na ngayon mag-register as a business owner, DTI registration nga online na lang, eh. So, ilagay pa rin natin sa tama. When I started outsourcing, kahit na hindi pa ako revenue generating, talagang nasa ano ko na yung mag-register. So, legal na business. Legal na business siya. It's not like ano lang, parang online na kolorum na agency. So talagang nag-register ako sa BIR for it. Para legit na agency. Di ba? So that's my way of protecting my clients din. Okay.
Tsaka contracts are really ano din eh. It plays a vital role to set like boundaries between you and the client that you have.
Correct.
Yun.
Para you know
Ate,
the right expectations. Ayan.
sorry. May isa pa ditong tanong. Ikaw, ang tagal mo ng VA. You have more than 30 years of experience.
Grabe sa
May
30, hindi.
question, 30. I mean, yung skill
2013 ako,
set mo, mga
2013.
skill set mo, pag pinagsama-sama, pang 30 years na
Yung by
experience
next
na, girl, pinasok mo na ata lahat ng avenue na pwedeng pasukan ng freelancing.
Oo, oo.
Sales, anything to do with it, marketing, ano
Transcription, di
pa ba?
ba? Nag-marketing din
Oh,
ako. O, business development.
Implem. Parang
At,
trifecta. Yun nga sinasabi, trifecta kanina. Nasa iyo na ang lahat.
uy,
So,
grabe.
may question si Christian Gracias. Should freelancers specialize in one niche or diversify their skills para sa'yo?
For me, siguro sa umpisa, maganda na marunong ka sa lahat. Kasi for example, ngayon, normal na lang na dapat marunong ka ng social media. Kasi lahat
Mhm.
marketing sa social media.
Basic.
So sa umpisa, make sure na marunong ka ng mga basic skills. Marunong din ako mag-design, marunong ako ng marketing. Although I may not be an expert sa marketing, pero marunong ako ng base. Parang IE lang yan, marunong sa lahat. Pero kaya mong i-manage. 'Di ba? Para kung maging leader ka na, maging operations manager ka na, alam mo yung mga basic ng lahat ng department. Basic accounting, basic ng finance, ng marketing, ng sales. Kaya mong i-manage yung mga tao mo. And then, again, yung being self-aware kung saan ka nag enjoy ano talaga yung strength mo, saan yung pinakagusto mong industry or niche or specialization. And then, doon ka mag-capitalize. Doon mo ibuhos yung energy mo para
That's
maging
great.
expert ka. Kasi yun talaga, that's the key. Niches are where the riches are. Pag nag-specialize ka, doon ka talaga mas magiging successful. So again, in the beginning, yes, be a generalist, pero eventually, be a specialist. Kung saan ka nag enjoy na industry. Yun po.
Naalala ko yung sinabi mo nung isang araw. Start with your strength.
Mm-mm.
Like, di ba? Who would have thought mag-end up ako sa marketing sa lagay na to? Na nagde-design, nag-graphic design ka.
At
Tapos
ang degree mo ay biotechnology?
biotechnology.
Biotechnology, oo, 'di
Tapos
ba?
dati problema ko pa yung shadow. Kasi over yung shadowing ko lagi sa'yo. Mga ganon. Pumuputok lagi yung shadow ko sa mga text.
Ngayon, si Tweet po ang
Okay.
nagde-design ng marketing collaterals natin, so yung magaganda nating design 'yan, o 'di ba?
Who would have
Who would
thought,
have
di
thought
ba?
na yung galing sa biotechnology ay magiging marketing specialist. Yun.
Sobrang lapit, no? And
Okay.
ate, siguro let's just entertain one last question before we hit off with these 3 segments.
Mm.
It's about the future of freelancing in the Philippines. What are the trends, opportunities, and challenges that we should consider? Oh, ChatGPT ka dyan.
Alam mo, I think we're in a good position globally, ha. Sabi ko nga, a lot of clients are raving for Filipino talent kasi yung
Yes.
skills natin and our work ethics. Kaya please, 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 wala na po sanang nag-ghost ng client. Please provide quality service to our clients para mas marami pang Pinoy ang magkatrabaho at marami pang kliyente ang mag-invest sa Philippines at kumuha ng mga Filipino talent. Utang natin yan or responsibility natin yan as a nation to the Filipino workforce. So the future is bright for Filipino talent kasi marami pa rin talagang naghahanap ng gusto nila Filipino. Kahit nung pumunta kami sa ibang bansa, marami yung gusto. Gusto nilang nurse Filipino kasi daw malinis, masipag, walang reklamo sa trabaho, maganda yung work ethics. Hindi lang virtual assistant, lahat. So I think we have to uphold yung ating reputation. And then the future of freelancing, importante na up-to-date ka sa mga latest technology sa
Software,
digital world para
apps.
maging competitive ka. Hindi
True.
ka mapag-iwanan. Kung gusto mong maging virtual assistant, may nagtanong sa akin, Dapat po marunong kayo kahit basic marketing, dapat makakatulong talaga na marunong ka ng
Perfect.
ChatGPT. Kung hindi mo alam yung ChatGPT, medyo issue na yan. Dapat marunong ka kasi ang laking tulong ng ChatGPT sa everyday life. Basic lang na communication or pag-reply sa email ng client, pag-research, pag-solve ng problem, andun na lahat. So
AI.
you're sitting in a gold mine actually kasi
Yes.
AI is very powerful. Kung hindi ka marunong kahit ng basic or kung hindi mo alam yung ChatGPT man lang, mapag-iiwanan ka. Kasi maraming nations na talagang familiar na dito. So please learn about artificial intelligence, the latest trends, the latest tools. Ang dami na actually, mapag-iiwanan ka na. Kaya start learning now. Yun. AI is very one of the
It's a must.
areas na pwede mong pag-aralan habang starting pa lang siya, ride the wave na. Yun.
Yes. Ayun. So, actually, may magtatanong pa ba?
Yep.
7:55. It's 7:55 already. We actually still have another episode of Community Connect coming up. It's about Mythbusters debunking common misconceptions about being a VA or freelancer. So if you have further questions, don't worry. Mag-heads up kami sa inyo about the next episode of Community Connect. And who knows, baka si Ate Elo ulit yung nandun. Or maybe some of ano pa natin, protege when it comes to virtual assistants and services that we offer. Anyway, Ate Eloy, maraming salamat po sa pagpunta at sa pagiging guest namin for tonight's
Salamat.
episode of Community Connect. Nag-enjoy ako. Para lang tayo nag-uusap dito sa Chika
Yes.
Moments. And it was actually, entertaining at the same time, very interactive and very intellectual ng questions na kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, sa mga nanonood po na bago pa lang mag-VBA, try nyo na. Punta na po kayo sa website namin, /careers. Mag-apply na po kayo mamaya. And if ever po, ayan, nakita nyo naman, coming from, nag-start si Ate Eloy sa all-around admin, you can definitely do the same thing. Baka kailangan nyo lang ng motivasyon, kailangan nyo pa ng mas maraming bills pa na bayaran para mapilitan kayong gawa ng mas maraming trabaho. Ayun, guys. And,
Sana
ate,
na-inspire
thank you so
kayo,
much.
sana na-inspire sila. And again, we're planning to provide pa more value and training sa mga aspiring virtual assistants. So please, yun, join kayo sa community para na matulungan namin kayo to acquire more skills and eventually land a job in the freelancing industry. Yan. Good luck sa inyo. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much, ate. Have a great night.
Bye!
Bye-bye. Ayan. So guys, just in case you missed out, as I said earlier, we are having a raffle when you stay tuned until the end of this episode of Community Connect for a chance to win. So guys, as you can see, we have here the QR code. If you go ahead and scan the QR code, all you need to do is fill out the form. So, guys, kindly fill out the form and get the chance to win on a raffle that we have on the first episode of Community Connect. So, kung ako sa inyo, guys, I would scan that QR code from the screen. I-maximize nyo na yung mga screen ng phones nyo. Gamitin nyo na yung phone ng mga tropa nyo para ma-rescan nyo yung mga PC nyo dyan. Para manalo kayo sa aming first ever Community Connect raffle. Ayun, grabe yun. Nakaka-inspire daw, sabi ni Ron. Thank you, Ron. And sana din pumunta ka sa susunod naming Community Connect. We have so much to talk to about. Again, our next episode will be about Mythbusters, debunking common misconceptions about being a VA or a freelancer. Salamat po sa pag-tune in to our very first episode of Community Connect with our very own Miss Eloisa Mariano. And as I said, guys, earlier, Sa mga nag-submit po na nag-fill out ng form for our raffle, we will be posting the winner in our social media accounts as well as future posts with regards to hiring. So I do suggest you go ahead and follow our social media accounts. So if you go ahead and check our screen right now, you can see that we have here all our available social media accounts that you can subscribe, follow, add, and join para meron kayong first-hand notifications when it comes to applications, hiring posts, or even opportunities that we offer here in Virtual Champions. Ayun, thank you po. Done na daw sa pag-sending si Ms. Eliza Cuevas. So while we're still waiting, maybe I'll give you guys 2 more minutes or another minute or two to scan in. Of course, we want you guys to win um, the raffle. So, sorry, late pala late kasi nakikita sa screen nyo. So, if you guys see here, yung nakikita nyo right now sa screen nyo, eto naman yung QR code for you guys to join in our active pool. So, the active pool, if ever po na merong new job hires, may opportunity kayo doon na makuha for job opportunities. So I do suggest, guys, you also go ahead and fill out the active pool form that you can see on your screen. And that way, you'll get notified for any hiring posts or hiring job opportunities that we offer in Virtual Champions. Again, guys, the QR code that you're seeing on your screen is the active pool form. So yan po yung mga nakakuha ng first sila po yung mga tao na notify first when it comes to hiring posts that we have here in Virtual Champions. And as I said, please do go ahead, stay updated and about company news and hiring updates by following our social media pages. So that's LinkedIn, Facebook. So in Facebook, we have Facebook page as well as this group, that's Virtual Assistants Facebook group, our Instagram, and do go ahead and follow us on YouTube. So guys, that wraps up our very first episode of Community Connect. So I do hope you had fun, you enjoyed this episode, and I do hope you have a great night. Thank you so much for joining. Bye-bye. See you again on the next episode of Community Connect.